everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing part 2 of Meet My Pets. Hopefully I can fit them all into this video. In the last video I managed to do 3 of my pets. So hopefully I can do the other 7 without having to do another part, which I think I will, because these ones, no offence to them, I don't have much to say about them as I did with the horses. So I'm actually going to be starting with Ruby, who is the brown and white Springer, the one that stood up. Let's get started. So Ruby is a 5-year-old full Springer Spaniel. She is absolutely bonkers. Here's a photo of her with that on to stop Harper from pulling her ears, because she has very long wavy ears and Harper likes to swing off them because she's very naughty. But here's her puppy. She was very cute. We got her when she was 8 weeks old. And she is a bit bonkers sometimes. She has like mad half hours where she just goes absolutely crazy. But yeah, she's definitely more of my dad's dog. My dad's always had Springers, and we got her, I lost my other dog at the start of lockdown. And my dad, had a few months, and then he was like, you know what, I need a dog, because, he just always has a dog with him. She goes absolutely everywhere with my dad, always with him. The only time the dog's on with my dad is when he's at work, and that's it, which is only for a couple of hours of, every day, or not even every day. But yeah, so yeah, that's sort of it for Ruby. So we are now moving on to Harper, who is in this photo, so a nice little crossover. So Harper is a 1.5-year-old full border collie. She was born on the 30th of September, and we got her in November for my dad's birthday. It was like a surprise for him. I'll put the video in of when we surprised him with her. So she was bought as a sheepdog. She's done a few lessons, but not that many. She is a little bit scared of the sheep, but I don't know if she ever will end up being a sheepdog, but, it doesn't matter. She is very, very affectionate. She loves cuddles. She loves, Ruby isn't very, she'll give you a cuddle here and there, but she's not as affectionate as Harper. Harper loves a good cuddle, and she's always, they're trying to make you stroke her and stuff. But honestly, she's so cute. I love her. And Harper and Ruby, they do fight sometimes, but they do love playing together and stuff. And yeah. So now we are going to move on to Rosie. So we have had Rosie for about 10 years now. I think she's about 10 or 11. We got her when she was 6 weeks old, because she was actually a rescue. She was taken off her mum very, very, very young. Obviously, you're not supposed to take dogs, cats, or any sort of type of animal away from their mums around 8 weeks, until 8 weeks. But we actually got her at 6 weeks old because she was a rescue, like I said. And she was tiny, absolutely tiny. And yeah, so she was bought for me. I always wanted a cat. I was around 6. I always wanted a cat, but I think because I was so young and I sort of used to not play with her, wasn't rough with her, but I just used to have her in my room and just be like, she was a bit I don't want this child near me. So she sort of became my mum's cat. She definitely prefers my mum. Always following my mum around the house. Sits in my mum's office watching her work and stuff. Sits on my mum's knee of an evening. She's always with my mum. She does like me more now over the years. Now I'm a bit older, she does like me now. I think she's... Oh, sorry if you can hear my stomach. I swear in all these videos you can just hear my stomach. Anyway, but yeah, so she is, like I said, around 10 now. We don't know when her birthday is, so we just say her birthday is on the same day as mine. And yeah, she lives a very nice life. Got a lot of attitude. She's quite funny. She'll judge you. She'll sit at the door. So she'll sit at the door to come in to the house. We'll open the door, and then she'll walk off and be like, no, I don't want to actually come in. She does that a lot. She goes into my next door neighbour's house. Since she was tiny, she's always got, so they have cats and they have a cat flap, and she always goes into their house, just like chills in their house, and they don't mind. And they've gone on holiday this week, and their cats have been like kept inside because, you know, they're not around. So they've locked the cat flap, and she's going mad. She's so angry. She's just been like sulking, and she keeps sitting at their window, and like, apparently the other day she was scratching at their window trying to get into their house, and we're like, you live here, you know. I don't know why she does it, but yeah, she spends half the time next door and half the time here, you know. She also loves to hunt. This week alone, I think she's got like 2 or 3 birds and mice and rats, and oh gosh, she's been walking past the window with loads. So she's been on a hunting spree this week. But she's very cute. She's honestly I just love her. We did get another cat. We had another cat for about a year. She was also like a rescue cat, but she was very old and she ended up passing away. And Rosie hated it. She did not want another cat in her house. She was like, absolutely not, this is my house. And yeah, she's quite territorial. Even though she can go into my next door neighbour's house, the next door neighbour's cats cannot come even on our driveway. She has like the new ones, like their new cats. She's a bit more friendlier with them. But my next neighbour's old cats were not allowed. She'd chase them. But yeah, anyway. So that's it for Rosie. So we're now moving on to the guinea pigs. I'm going to do them both at the same time. So the brown and white one is Milkshake, and the grey and white one is Oreo. So I do have 2 animals called Oreo, because we'll get on to Oreo the rabbit in a bit. So I got the guinea pigs when I was actually ill in 2022. I'd been in hospital and stuff, and I was like, I really, really want more guinea pigs. So my mum was like, okay. So these are all videos of them when they were tiny little babies. They're now 3, I think. Yeah, they'll be 3. And they're just so cute. They are sisters, and it's actually really sweet because I've got 2. So it's like big, you know, like a litter. I don't really know what you call it. I've got 2. My friend's got 2, and my other friend's got 2. So their whole little litter, like, I know where they all are. It's quite cute. But look at them. They're just so tiny. That one's Milkshake. That one's Oreo. I seem to have more videos of Oreo than Milkshake. I don't know why. Anyway. So that is it for the guinea pigs. We're going to move on to Oreo the rabbit. So we are now moving on to the one and only Oreo, who is, well, he's very interesting, very hormonal. He, I don't even know how to explain him. He can be very grumpy sometimes. He likes to growl. He likes to get a bit cheeky if he's ever with Charlie, hence why they're not together. I've actually known him since he was a baby. I got him when he was about maybe 2, 1.5, I'm not sure. But my friend had him, and then she ended up sort of being allergic to him. So I said I'd have him because my other rabbit, Beverly, had died. So Charlie had no one. I've known him since he was a tiny little baby, and he was so cute, such a little fluff ball. But look at him, he's so cute. Yeah, he can't go with Charlie because he's a bit naughty. I do let them have a bit of time here and there, but like it has to be supervised. But their cage is like they can see each other basically. But look at him, he's just so cute. He likes to he's very greedy, as you can see. Look at that, with that plastic bag, throwing it around. He's also an escape artist, so he was in the cage what's next to him there, but he kept breaking out of it and running around the garage, which is fine. But when we kept opening doors and he was nearly escaping, you know, not very helpful. So I had to swap cages because he was just naughty. But he does love his running around the garden. He loves a good free roam. Sorry, I try to do that as much as possible. Honestly. Oh, here's him eating his din-dins. He loves his din-dins. He's like, get that camera out my face. Anyway, so you can see the mesh behind him, so that's Charlie's cage, so they can see each other. And then the last video I'll show is them two together. So yeah, that's it for Oreo. So nice little crossover here. Look at them two, they're so cute. So now moving on to Charlie, who I've had for about 5 years now. She's actually quite old. She was a rescue basically because her old owners, well, not a rescue, she wasn't like abused or anything or neglected, but she her old owner died of cancer, sadly. So we said we'd take her and her, well, it wasn't full sister, but her sister, Beverly, but Beverly sadly passed away about 2 years ago now. She's very timid. She's a very timid rabbit. She was very, out of her and Beverly, she was definitely the quieter one, the one you couldn't get near, really. I don't like to handle her that much just because she doesn't like it. And I know some people might say, well, the more you handle her, the better she'll get. And I do understand that. But at the same time, I don't like to upset her or scare her. So you can see here, she enjoys a good hop around the garden. She's getting very old now, so she just sort of chills. I don't exactly know how old she was when we got him. We were thinking maybe 2, so she might be about 7. I don't know. But honestly, she's so cute. She, no offence to Oreo, she's probably my favourite out of the rabbits. I just like how, like, I don't know, I just think she's so cute. Oh, here she is running off from Oreo because she was like not going near him. She loves a good sunbathe when she goes out the garden. She absolutely loves sunbathing. It's so cute. Look at her, she's a little loaf, honestly. She also loves her hay pile. I always make sure I give her lots and lots of hay because she loves to bury herself in it. Like in this video here, you can see she's playing in it, and then in the next video, she proper buries it, like she proper hides in it. Her full name is Charlotte. So when we got her, we didn't know what the names were. We didn't know how old they were. So we had to come up with gender neutral names. So that's why my other rabbit was called Beverly and her name was Charlie. And then when we found out they were girls, I decided that her name was Charlotte. So her name's Charlotte, but obviously Charlie for short. And yeah, she's so cute. Look at her in that hay. I've got a photo of it, of the hay, and she's in it. And honestly, you could not tell that there was a rabbit in there whatsoever. Look at her poking her head out. She's so cute. Anyway, so that is it for Charlie. So I just want to really quickly show a few photos of my sheep because I have, so I have sheep, even though I don't really count them as pets, you know, they're still animals. So over the years, I think for the past, I'm going to say 9 years maybe, we've had loads and loads of sheep. And then 3 years ago, we started lambing for the first time. And honestly, lambing is just, I don't know, it's just sort of magical in a way. It sounds really cringe, but yeah, last year I pulled one of the lambs out for myself for the first time. It was a bit stressful, but you know, I really did enjoy it. Honestly, they're so cute in the barn, and just look at that. How cute is that? That one had literally just been born. I think that was the one I actually helped pull out. And then recently we actually got some chicks. Look how cute they are. We have had chickens for the past 5 years. I don't have any really photos of them, to be honest, but look at them. They're so cute, little chicks. But anyway, so yeah, that is it for my animals. So that is actually it for this video. I've gone through all of my animals. I didn't have as much to say about these ones as I did the horses. I seemed to make a half-an-hour video with the horses. I don't know how I managed to do that. Anyway, this photo here, the rabbit, just like the big fluffy one, that's actually Beverly, my old rabbit. I just thought I'd put that on because she was very, very cute. So yeah, that is it for part 2 of my pets. Hopefully, I don't know, I was going to say you enjoyed this video. It's a bit, just thought it'd be nice for you to all get to know my pets. And yeah, I'll see you all in another video.